Welcome back to another episode of Battletech campaign. I'm back here and I'm here to engage and destroy the Newgrange, destroy the ship's security team, and the Newgrange must not escape. At least to prevent the escape of the Newgrange. Because whomever was writing the objectives did not consider that. Okay. Good.
Command interface initiated.
So we've been told that this place is very barren and it also has no atmosphere, which means heat is gonna be horrible. A lot of activity in the ground. Looks like the Newgrange is being prepped for launch. We'll have to fight a tight timetable to get in there and blow the station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. Seeing turret emplacements and light mech battlefield activity on the ground, but it appears the security detail we were warned of is offside for now. Mire will be monitoring her sensors for any sight of incoming dropships. Got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. And I'll advise you be wary of this secondary landing pad up here on the ridge. If I were dropping a defensive lance, that's where I would do it. Okay.
Good hunting, Commander.
So we've been suggested to go left, and I already see a road here. So what we're gonna do is ask all our mechs to move quickly in that direction.
On my way. Roger that.
I'm happy we did so, because now we have enemy contact. I wonder if this is special terrain.
Now the gloves are off.
Okay, a light mech to welcome us moves in the middle of the sandstorm. That is considered cover, I guess, and then fails all its shots. That's amazing. And since we are interested in seeing what enemies we have, we'll pass some turns. So not the turns, but the initiatives. That makes more sense. That is a medium mech that has also missed its mark. Another, and this is a heavy mech. Maybe it's two heavy mechs then. We get hit by the tiniest missile, and we're fine. And then we pass again, and at least one of these will act. This feels more like a turret. With great indirect fire. Incredible. Okay.
Nice try.
So Glitch has been hurt a little bit, but she's still fine.
Good to go.
No hits to the head, luckily. So we have to think. Actually, let's not think.
You betcha.
We get the high ground versus this unit. It still has cover, but we should be able to deal a hefty amount of damage. Always trying to conserve heat. So we turn off the
Time to die.
large laser. Missiles go, deal a ton of damage, hit the head also, and one of the torsos is exposed. Good shot. We'll see. The enemy passes, is that correct?
What's up, Commander?
At least that felt like a pass. Latex can get in closer and take a look at something else that is over here.
Confirmed.
A medium or a heavy mech. We'll see how we
Another
attack it.
blip on my screen.
We can turn off... actually no, we can shoot all of this on the same target that we shot before, because our chances to hit are pretty good.
Giving
And the
them
heat
everything
consumption
I
is perfectly fine. Left torso destroyed, and the center torso is very hurt, so we'll probably get a kill on it before it can act again.
Standing by. Confirmed.
We move forward Decker and try to finish off this this enemy.
Firing all
Light mech.
weapons.
That looks good. Center torso destroyed. Pilot incapacitated. That's good.
Enemy down.
So the last of the hidden towers or turrets have acted, and now it's time to continue. I feel like we're outside optimal range of the cannon, but shooting it should not create a lot of stability problems. So we'll take the shot, start destroying these ships. Oh, that was a dead center hit. That is amazing. So if that's the case... Okay, another light mech from the enemy. Fine. If that's the case, we're gonna ask Glitch to move like up here. You find another spot. We can even check. The whirlwind reduce movement speed and spotting distance, but they provide cover. Okay, so they're mostly beneficial. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll move up here to keep an angle. I think we're barely outside of optimal range of the SRMs. Not good. But we can use a precision strike. We cannot do that. I mean, we could. And you know what? I think we would. So there's a 50% chance to hit the torso. But that's not enough damage. I don't like this anymore. Maybe I just use sensor lock. So this is... What mech is this? This is a P3 mech. So he will act right next to us. What else could I do? I could sensor lock this one. I could sensor lock turret. Another turret. Oh, there's a turret generator for us to destroy. That's very important. Is there another? Yes, there is. The last one. No, there's not. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're just gonna take a single shot. We're not gonna use anything special. Even if it goes dead center, we still don't get a kill.
Special delivery.
We even miss, so it's a good idea that we didn't use any resources on this.
That would be a miss.
Yes, it was a miss. So that enemy now moves, which is a shame because we want to kill it. And he gets some good hits on our dragon of Latte, but not enough to pierce the armor. I think I played this wrong. I should have waited and then counterattacked. That would have been smarter. But what's done is done. Let's move forward with Decker.
Position confirmed.
And get ready to launch an attack. Okay, too many evasion pips. So I don't want to use any resources again. We'll just continue firing and seeing what we hit. Decent damage. Another medium mech. Shadowhawk, very good mech. One hit, many tiny hits. Pretty decent.
Barely hit, Commander.
Order.
Okay. Finally, we have Behemoth. So Behemoth could jump, but then she would be inside. So we're instead gonna start with Latte. And he has no jumping thing. Okay. We can move here, but then we cannot shoot. We can move there, but we're not covered. And move here. Get at least 2 pips of evasion. We can do the same here. So we prefer this direction. We also get to see what is in range. These are good chances to hit, so we're gonna go for the precision strike finally and try to see what we get out of it. Good luck. Some hits on the center, not quite a kill though,
Nice hit on that one. Nice
so that's a little bit of a shame.
Receiving you.
Now we act with Behemoth, and
Up high.
we're happy to use the rockets since she never overheats. And center hit could be a kill, so good luck.
Target confirmed.
That's a miss, didn't do anything. Okay, the turrets now fire at us as expected. That's a lot of missiles, more than I thought. I'm a bit worried now.
Showing minor damage.
Sniper turret also dealing... Oh, a head hit. Well, this is not good. But now it's our turn. Okay, Glitch,
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna ask you to jump down and finish off this enemy. we turn off the laser. Oh, that's a lot of heat accumulated. But that's fine. If we kill this one, then we can go for a punch next.
Roger
So
that.
I'm okay with this.
Target.
Center torso destroyed. The rest of the missiles just decoration. Good job, Glitch.
Oh,
We can always
it's
count on you.
now.
Also, everyone gets inspired because our morale is above half again. Side mech thankfully misses. It's PPC. Strong hit otherwise.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
Our turn again.
Waiting for orders.
Decker still cannot go for a punch, but I hope we can do that soon. And if that's the case, I think I want to destroy this
Copy
turret.
that.
Because the missiles it shoots are very good on stability damage. How much armor does it have? 157. This would be 90 damage if it hits. I think that's more than half the health of the turret. That sounds pretty good. Okay. So we brought it down heavily. First melee hit of the match, and it's a decent hit. Oh no, does it knock us down?
Reporting. Internal damage.
It does not knock us down, which is perfect
Good to
because
go.
now we get to use THAT. So we activate Vigilance and we can go for a counter punch. Amazing. Such a difference. Ooh. Center torso hit. Amazing.
Good to go.
And finally Behemoth. But I feel like doing a jump from above because it's very good damage and also it unlocks us from being trapped in here. And finally it will put us in the position of this sandstorm, so we will have cover. So we knock it to the ground, we destroy the left arm. Wait, didn't it knock to the
I
ground?
sense sensor locks.
Okay, apparently not. Evasion and cover helping immensely versus the turret attacks. So now we're free.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We'll continue our melee attacks because we want to punch this guy to the ground.
Don't need to tell me twice.
And also it saves us a ton of heat and damage. We kick the leg. Sadly that's not enough for a kill, but it still knocks the pilot down, which means other units can freely take good shots at it. Light mech approaching us. Puts a Decker, fails. Excellent.
Orders.
We ask Decker to go for another melee hit. Wait, do we? Because we could totally jump here and go for range strikes. How much health do these thingies have? Turret generators. We do not know. That's not cool.
What's up, boss?
Okay, let's make sure we get this kill. So we go for a melee punch. We go in from here.
On the move.
Or kick rather, a stomp. Center torso destroyed.
Okay.
Enemy
now
is
the
down.
gloves are off.
Good job. Finally, Latte,
Commander.
you've been hit in the head, but I'm sure you can perform. Question is, what will you do? Okay, we'll choose to move in cover of the sandstorm. And then try to take out this turret that we heard before. Oh, we only have indirect fire? That's very uncool. If we shoot here though, we could deal a maximum of 70, 95. Okay, so we could kill this turret assuming we hit effectively. So let's do it. That looks very good. Any turret that is down is one less thing to worry about. So that's good. Finally, Behemoth.
Yes, Commander.
Still not enough to go for a melee punch. So I'm thinking I could stand right here and brace. Because all we have is one shot of this cannon. And it's not like it's gonna do much. Okay, so we're gonna brace. We cover a tiny bit of hit, but mostly the stability damage. And then the turrets try to hit Decker, even though he's the closest, causing many misses. And then the other remaining turret hits us from behind. Okay. I feel we're in a very good position right now. So I feel confident enough to move right in front of this enemy.
Got it.
And ask for a precision strike at the center torso of this enemy. It's probably gonna knock it down. We can actually check. So this is 90 health, and we can deal 180. Not so much, 168. So I feel like that's still a very good chance to get a kill in one shot. So good luck. Ooh, looks absolutely brutal.
Now it's showtime.
Glitch, that was beautiful. Wow, what a shot. What a shot. So now time for cleanup. And since we actually have plenty of turns, I wonder if I should go for the turret generators or for the turrets themselves. I think I can go for the turrets. No one is in range of this turret generator. So the more shots I take out of commission, so to speak, the better. Again, 97 health. This is capable of 90 health only. We can at least check. 110. We cannot take care of that. But this thing we can destroy. Oh god, unless we miss horribly just like that. That's an 80% chance missed.
Yes, Commander.
In that case, we'll continue moving forward.
Position confirmed.
And we'll make sure without the lasers, maybe. Maybe I got too close. No, we're still in good range. Let's try to destroy this turret. Good. Turret down, only one remaining.
Turret destroyed.
Well, I'm pretty sure Behemoth cannot kill it. We can easily start dealing damage to it.
Engaging with target.
Or not. We can miss another 85%.
Negative damage.
Thanks, Chance. Yeah, I think you were talking about the short-range missiles hit, because that was mega brutal. Okay.
My internals are taking a beating.
Decker is starting to get hurt and more hurt, so that's uncool. And now we have confirmed that there's at least 2 turrets remaining. So now I'm more inclined in destroying this turret generator. Okay.
What can I do for you?
And we're gonna do it. Missile count is still high, so we shouldn't worry about that. I can easily consider turning one off though. This is capable of 120 damage, so we go for it. And of course we do not get the kill. Yeah, some of these numbers are just crazy. But we do our best. I think this could be getting too close. So let's start a little bit. So what units do we want to use to see those 2 structures die? Okay, if we move here, we can go for a straight hit. That's 90 damage out of the possibilities.
Target acquired.
So center hit right there, and then 9 hits over here. That's pretty decent.
Ready for orders.
Behemoth can now come here. Wait. I think Latte.
Receiving you.
Okay, so we can shoot at anything with everyone, but Latte has a very hard time shooting the right one.
Order.
So we will ask Behemoth to move over here and use her cannon. Sadly, we're giving our back to all the turrets, so if somehow we don't kill these two things, we'll be in trouble.
Taking the shot.
Another 85%. It's a hit.
less target.
One turret generator is down, so that's good. And then Latte,
Waiting for
please
orders.
move over here. And I'll make sure with the amount of weapons that I use that this thing dies. One laser, two lasers. Okay, so we can go full alpha strike just in case we roll the worst possibilities. So that was, seems like it was necessary. Okay, generators down, all turrets offline as expected.
Commander, that dropship is about to take off. You have to stop it.
About is in 5 rounds, which means there's no chance it will take off without me having something to say. We'll turn off everything that could generate too much heat. So this keeps us heat neutral. I think that's a good shot. Okay, so the New Grange captain communicates and says, "This is Captain of the New Grange. Hold your fire, damn it. We're a civilian transport, not a military dropship." "I know what you are. Power down your engines and surrender, or your ship will be destroyed." "I can't do that. Repeat, hold your fire. There are unarmed people in this vessel. You've got a hold full of passengers, and you'll be murdering them if you destroy the tank." "I already know that your ship is carrying and it isn't civilians. Captain, I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down, now." "They've cut the com feed, Lady Arano. I'm picking up increased activity on my sensors. They're making a run for it." "Then they've left us no choice. We're blowing the fuel reservoir." This absolutely looks like the setup of something really bad to happen. Really,
Let's do what we
really,
can
really
here,
bad.
Commander. Take that dropship out.
But Lady Arano speaks and we listen. So let's move over here. Really don't want to use more missiles. This is one of my
Commander.
best units. So in that case, we move here.
On my way.
And take another shot.
Target confirmed.
Good shot. Decker,
Yes, Commander.
you're next.
Aye, aye.
Still not enough for a kill. Shame. Oh, and then we even miss. Okay, we'll have to use glitches. Full
I
power.
hear ya.
I mean, we
Coordinates
still have
received.
100 missiles, so we've basically gone through one round of ammunition. And this is 120. We'll add the third one. No, that's overheating. Okay, so we don't add the third
Roger
one.
that. Firing on target.
Hopefully this is quite enough. It looks good. -4. Also known as dead.
Target destroyed.
So this explodes. The ship explodes. That's it. That's done. The New Grange is down. That should satisfy our obligation to Lord Carosas.
Incoming transmission.
It's up, Commander. Enemy dropship coming in hot. Incoming transmission. You fool. Ah, it's Victoria Espinosa. Do you have any idea what you have just done? You'll pay for that with your life, mercenary filth. Victoria, if I'd known you'd be there, I would have taken the field myself. A pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I'll have to content myself with your prized mercenaries. Watch as I tear them to shreds. So I guess this is like a boss battle. And it's quite a shame we couldn't take better positions. Maybe we still can. I could totally go up here and hide behind the mountain and force them to come to me.
Coordinates received.
Heading out.
On it.
So we take to the mountains. Let's see what the enemy does. I really would like them to spread out. That's my most important tactic right now. Don't know how I'm going to achieve that, but it starts with jumping a little bit forward with Behemoth. She has the most armor and a ton of evasive capabilities. But everyone else is just gonna brace. Enemy turn, nothing happens, so
What's up,
we
boss?
repeat. We'll move to this corner. I hope this
aye.
is enough to trigger combat response. Combat sensors, no, yes. Nope, it's not enough. Means we'll have to brace and everyone at least has to come closer. Otherwise we'll be too far from the fight.
Acknowledged.
The enemy still not approaching,
Good to go.
so again, scripted speech is worse than actions, because they said they were gonna come to mop us up, but I see absolutely nothing happening. We move again, but sadly we do not get in range of sensors.
Moving out.
Move order received.
We'll ask everyone else to move forward. Hill would really like to fall back. I don't know what the enemy is doing. Another turn, we ask Behemoth to then do the final approach. Move. Hopefully that is far enough for them.
Position confirmed.
Okay, so we got enemy contact. That's good.
Picked up a blip.
So we can now all fall back as was intended in the
Receiving
beginning.
I'm there.
On my way.
What we want to do here is to break line of sight so that our units will have much better chances of engaging them in close range, because we are close range experts. Sadly, one thing I didn't consider is that Behemoth won't move until like initiative 2, so we will have to reserve
I'll wait here
and
for
hope
now.
that she doesn't take too much damage. Really didn't consider this. One miss, 2 hits, and some missiles. I think she would die.
Damage is light.
Sadly, we have to reserve again.
Waiting for the right move.
The dragon shows up and drops indirect fire on us. That deals basically no damage at all. Okay, so now we get to start moving away. Let's see how far we can get. This seems like a good idea, but this one seems like a much better idea. So we'll move backwards with a jump, and then we'll brace. Together with the cover, we'll be as protected as we can be. And I believe everyone else
Good to go.
also do that. Stay back and brace. Okay, is it new turn?
Good to go. Good for now. Cooling down a bit.
Bracing for impact.
Well, the turn passes, enemy moves forward. I still have not seen Victoria Espinosa's mech. That's kinda good for me. We'll once again reserve, because the enemy did not get in range of us, at least to do anything constructive. Once again reserve, let the heavies walk their way closer and closer. And what I'm intending here is that eventually they will spread out or separate, so that we'll have a much easier time fighting with them. We make sure that we're breaking line of sight. I guess I could even take a shot. No, that makes sense. So we'll brace. Behemoth, time to sprint. Oh, an enemy is moving. Okay.
Receiving you.
So everyone has been lured to our trap,
Waiting
which
for
makes me
orders.
happy. THAT, please move around here.
Moving out.
Brace. Glitch.
Waiting on you, Commander.
You also will move
Got it.
and also brace. And
Waiting
now
for
Behemoth
orders.
can finally take a sprint and
Understood.
only keep
Moving
the
fast.
scythe visible. Our sensors are still up, which means we're going to be able to see how they act. And let's hope that this reverse ambush that we're performing here works in our favor. So one mech gets back inside. And cool.
What can I do
what
for
can
ya?
you do? We'll continue to reserve.
Standing by.
Again,
Got it.
for the same reason. Mech has 60 tons. And one more reserve because there's a heavy mech over
Urban
there
action.
that I don't want to fight yet. Okay, and now it's time. Is it time though? I feel like I could stay hidden for another turn. So we already see that we have line of sight with this guy, but we could totally go here and then
Aye,
stay
aye.
out of sight. Okay, we're gonna take one more turn. This feels appropriate. Brace all remaining mechs. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Taking a protective stance.
Got it.
Next turn begins.
Roger that.
Enemy mechs
Digging in.
again have to walk to an exposed position right in front of us or get nothing. We take some fire. Oh god, a head hit on Latte. Wow. Latte has not been lucky this time. 2 1%ers hitting him straight in the head. I guess this is my punishment for trying to create an ambush. Again, Latte taking fire. Is he dead? Another head hit.
My internals are taking a beating.
No. But still, that didn't look good. Latte is probably not very happy right now. Another mech. More indirect fire on Latte. Oh god. That was in the head. No, I was lucky. So we're gonna ask Latte to start acting before he's deactivated. I think that's a good idea.
On my way.
We move to the side. Start taking shots at the light mech who is revealing all of us. And I think I want to go full power. Because even though the chances are good, are bad, any hit would help against the light mech.
I'll make them dead.
Miss, hit. Good hits at the end. Okay, fair enough. We went 50-50. That's what it happens. That's what happens. That continues to get shot. Luckily, we put him in the best position we could find, also with evasion charges, so that should be
Ready
as
for
good as
orders.
it can get. Okay, Decker. Isn't Decker the guy who can shoot and move? Yes. In that case, let's shoot first.
Acknowledged.
Good shot. Center torso. Some more damage, center torso. And then we move. Good job, Decker. You're an ace pilot. And then we're gonna grab Glitch
Waiting on you, Commander.
and make sure we delete this enemy.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And since I want to conserve a little, we're gonna use Precision Strike. Center torso, which has 42 health. And with 120 possible damage, seems like a good idea. We want to use the laser, that's a lot of heat. This is also heat. So let's go like this.
You
Oh my
something
god.
me done. I will break you,
Glitch
mercenary scum.
with this setup can deliver such punishment that I love it. Finally, it's time to ask Behemoth to start taking some heavy postures on the side. Do we take? Yeah, we already used that from above, so we may not do it second time. But for sure, we want to initiate some. You know what? Okay, so we want to go in melee. So we want to make sure that we are getting as close as possible
Jumping.
to the enemy, because with one running and gunning, we may just get an immensely useful hit. So the question is now, do we want to just take a random shot, or do I want to brace? And the answer is brace. Okay, next round begins. I think I want to start reserving. Let's see how these mechs act. Who do they look for? Who do they aim at? Ooh, that keeps taking fire. A lot of fire. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide Latte. Because now it's my turn to act with him. Oh, it's not. Really bad. Okay, so if that's the case... Okay, so there's no other way for me to act with Latte first, unless I reserve right now. So I will reserve with him. The enemy gets one turn, in which I hope they don't go for Latte again, because that's accumulating a lot of damage. Okay, that's someone else. Amazing. Latte will get to live.
Fire damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
At least temporarily. And
Yes, Commander.
I really don't want his mech to also get wrecked, because then that means he could die. So we are gonna try to avoid that as best as we can. We will take this very weird angle, because I hope I'll stay in a perfect breaking line of sight, and then no one can reveal me. And we shoot at whatever we can shoot, because it's free damage. That's some very decent hits. Okay, enemy turn. That's Victoria's catapult. A little bit scary. Great hit on glitch.
You got nothing, you hear me?
But hey, if Victoria shows up, I may want to concentrate all my fire on her. So let's examine. What do you have? 220 health on the center torso. Okay. That is a very decent defensive capability. We'll move to the Sandstorm for cover. And we're gonna turn everything that we have onto her. And I'm also gonna look for a precision strike, dead center torso. We're gonna turn the laser off because that's a lot of heat. But everything else is amazing. That's a very good start. My god, that was pretty.
Orders.
Okay, so next up, we can take another jump. Sadly, we cannot go for Victoria. I think that would have been the best option. But being in this close range means I may be able to take a melee punch next turn. Decker, what can you do? There's not much you can do. So you could jump forward and go for someone in the back. Or I could jump sideways and then stay out of cover. You could also shoot now and then move later. I like that. So we shoot at Victoria again. That was a very good first hit.
I copy.
That's a miss. The missiles were the important thing. Missiles hit, and then we get to move. And we can even take the jump. That puts us closer, but also still in range. Sorry, still in the cover. And then next turn, we'll see what I do.
Ready for orders.
Additionally, Behemoth, what do I want you to do? I really want her to get closer, because otherwise we'll never start punching. So let's get insanely close. And even though the AC5 will have a lame chance to hit, the laser will be pretty well. It produces heat. That's interesting to know. Or is that the heat on us? 20 damage, 10 stability, plus 3 accuracy. 2 accuracy. Arm mounted. Okay, I'm confused. But the better chance to hit is with this dragon, who is also already a bit hurt. So let's start focusing him. Good shots.
Alright, everybody.
Will be at least very distracting for existing on the side. Okay, so interesting question. Do we go for another precision strike? Answer, yes please. even if Glitch gets demolished later, I really hope that's not what happens. We're still in cover. Ah, look at that, that's such a shame. But you know what? This is too good not to do it. It's a 54 and then it's possible to kill her. So we go for it, we even go for the heat. I think it's important. Everything has 90% chance to hit. This is as good as it's gonna get. Center torso exposed, center torso destroyed. Amazing glitch, as always. Victoria is down, and now all we have to take care of are these two mechs remaining. They go for Behemoth because they're very confused of being attacked from behind. And now Decker, who sadly again gets no punch possibility. You know what, we're gonna ask you to reserve. Let's see what the enemy decides to do. Glitch, please resist. See what we can do now. Decker, I want you to shoot and then move. That's always... So Ace Pilot again paying off super well. So we're happy about that. We move forward. Behemoth.
Yes, Commander.
Teach this unit to lose its guard. Teach it from behind. Excellent. That's a lot of damage that could go its way. It went to the arm, that's a shame. But then laser hit. So cover is lost. And this unit will absolutely never ever show up. So he just shoots from the back. Little THAT, you did a great job. So whatever you can add, it all helps. A new turn begins, and now it's time to ask Glitch to get the hell out of there. Do we run there? Do we run into here? Do we fly? Oh, I think running is the best option. Do we want to cool down as quickly as possible so that we can go into combat quickly? So it's now a 2-on-2 with some support from the back. Centurion goes for Decker. Decker resists. And since we're here to focus on one enemy, maybe we'll get a knockdown. And if we do, there's a high chance of a kill. So punch goes. It's a good hit, center torso. Knockdown as well. That means the initiative gets knocked back. That means I get to shoot with everyone else. And now finally there's one perfect use of this LRM, which is indirect fire versus knocked targets. This should make it very easy to hit, 75% chance. Okay, some more center torso damage.
Good to go.
And right now I'm thinking I just want to shoot. Because yes, the chance to hit is low, but if the AC5 hits center torso, it's just a kill. And a punch could go for a leg, for example, and then deal nothing. But a punch is also a shot, so let's go for that. We go for a stomp, hopefully center torso destroyed. A very good stomp. The insult shot. Pilot incapacitated twice.
Enemy down.
Because that's how we count in here. So good job everyone.
Waiting on you,
Let's
Commander.
see if Glitch, you know what, I feel like Glitch can perform again her trick. Her trick of being amazing. So we move forward with Glitch. And we will precision strike center torso, turning off some weapons. Actually only one. 90% chance to hit. Glitch, you are a killing machine. Look at that, it's just so brutal. Not a kill, but it was so close. Also we pushed him back one initiative pip, which is great because with this punch we could push him back another. especially if it's a knockdown. Punch to the arm, it's enough for a knockdown, so the unit goes down, and the pilot gets injured again. I think it will be their turn now. No, exactly. So they have been pushed back a lot, which in turn allows me to show up again with Latte. Oof, that mission went super well. And let's see if we can get some center hits with our 2 weapons. That looks good. And that's a kill. Good job, everyone. Latte, haha, such a shame that you'll be hurt for so long. Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Doctor, is no one commenting that Victoria just got destroyed? Did she escape? Is this like a recurring villain? Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Dr. Murad, does the Argo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? Something could be arranged, Lady Arano. We are taking Victoria Espinosa. Then arrange it and get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us.
Mission.
Okay. So that went well. Thanks, Chance. I think that was a very good mission. Again, rewards, 2 million bucks. We'll be accumulating a lot of money. I guess we won't be losing anytime soon. The Arano restoration, a little bit of reputation increased. I think 5 points, is that correct? And then we'll get to see the loot. Oh, okay, so a ton of damage received on glitch. But this is really not a ton, it's just a overheating damage. As we can see, overheating is quite the decision to take. 2000 XP for everyone, 45 days injury for Latte, uncool. And what else is there? Some random damage on the mechs. No parts lost, great. Okay, ooh, we get a part of a catapult. Outside the box redesign that trades indirect fire capability for heavier direct fire PCs. Doesn't usually mount jump jets, though it can be a bit more restrict on its use. Interesting. So Centurion, it's a medium, this is a heavy, this is a light, this is a heavy that we know, Dragon is a known one, this is a light that we didn't like, Panther, another light, Shadowhawk. I think I like this mech. We're using one of them. It's the one that Behemoth was using at the beginning. So I'm gonna take one Shadowhawk for sure. The Wolverine, interesting. 5 jumps. Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna grab the catapult because who knows how rare this part is. And we're gonna grab this Centurion because we can. And then finally we're gonna check if there are some special weapons like this 10 LRM with +1 damage. Pretty good. Some heat sinks. Okay, some too many. I really hope our random loot is not terrible. That would be bad. So we take the special weapon. Confirm. And we add a few random mechs on top. And some random weapons and ammunitions. More PPCs. They make me happy. I wish I could find some rare ones. But for now, this was pretty solid. Alright, so let's see what this rewards us in the strategic layer. And once we're prepared to go for the next mission, I'm going to take a pause. So if the strategic layer bores you, let's watch the cinematic together first. I'm guessing this means family reunion. Yes, it's been a while. Victoria, I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying your cell? I had it assembled just for you. Gloat all you like, cousin. Your victory will be short-lived. A pathetic little army may have carried you this far. If you think that you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Our glorious army will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you've been doing on Anvil. Your father rules the directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not on a dusty little moon, guarding some smuggling ship. Smuggling ship? That where Carosas thought the New Grange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor dear fool. I will tell you what I've just done, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. Okay, so we can use our specific origin that we were betrayed to say, if Carosas deliberately misled us to this about this, I'll have his head. Worry about it later, Bakura. For now, I would have words with my cousin. Victoria, I loved you like a sister. This is where writers sometimes fall back into cliches. Camilla Arano has literally no sisters. So how can she say that she loves someone like a sister? Okay, I'm just ranting randomly. And you betrayed me. Your father held a knife to my back and you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you would ever really listen to him, you'd already know. He tried to teach you, cousin, to set you on a path to strength and prosperity, but you spat on his effort and forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Mastiff is dead because of you, our mentor, the man who taught you to pilot a mech. You put him in a camp and left him to rot. Thousands of Agurians dead lie piled at your feet. The price of strength and our nation's future. For the glory of the Reach, I had paid 100 times over. You seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They aren't the same thing. The destruction of your lands should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira. Still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. I wonder if that pretty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days, we'll have to find out. Yes, I feel a little bit vengative. After what you did to Raju Montgomery, I should have vented you into space. I'll admit, it's tempting. But I believe that our teacher would prefer me to keep her caged. You hear me, Victoria? You can watch from the sidelines as I dismantle your father's empire and reclaim my rightful throne. And then, when the war is over, you will be tried for your crimes against the Algorian people. Classic mistake of the good guys, not finishing off the bad guys. That's supposed to scare me, Camilla. It does not. Do you think my father hasn't planned for this? Do you think that you were winning? My capture means nothing. The jaws of a trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. I love this. We may be blind, but that didn't stop us from kicking your ass up and down the canyons of Anvil. Yep, that we did. You mock me at your peril, mercenary. My father bends everyone to his will. The periphery nations, the successor states, everyone. You don't know what I've done for our people, the sacrifices I've had to make. You understand nothing, and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming, and your restoration will die with you. I've heard enough. Mr. Oliveira, cut off her cum. What do you want us to do with her, Lady Arano? The Argo is in a prison. She can't stay here. No, she can't. Lord Carosas lost a daughter on Weldry, and we weren't able to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. We'll transfer Lady Victoria into his custody, to be held until I say otherwise. Your call, Lady Arano. We'll set a curse for Smithon when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Okay, so now we travel to Carosas. Lady Arano, my staff has taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She is being escorted to her cell as we speak. A kinder fate than she deserves, perhaps, but I will adhere to the terms of our arrangement. While she remains in my custody, she will not be harmed. You're an honorable man, Lady Carosas. One day I hope to earn your support. You already have it. What you've done for today feels like justice, Lady Arano. A kind I never thought I'd live to see. I owe you a grave debt of thanks as well. Commander Shadowsong, that's us. You did a yeoman's job on the new ranch. She will never darken our skies again. Okay, well, we're gonna press on the matter to see what we can find out. Lady Victoria claims that you were wrong, Lord Carroll says. That the new Grange wasn't a smuggling ship. Of course he does. She's a liar and a betrayer. You can trust her at her word, Commander Shadowstone. Believe me, Lord Carroll says, I get that. I understand betrayal better than most. That said, even if Lady Victoria was telling the truth, would it really change anything? Whatever's the ship provenance, the new Grange wasn't important enough that Director Espinosa had his own daughter standing sentry over her refueling site. You send the new Grange to hell and deprive Espinosa of something he deemed valuable. I count that as a win, Commander Shadowstone. If I were you, I'd make sure to keep an armed guard outside Victoria's cell at all times. She'll be dangerous, even in captivity. Don't worry, Commander. I know who I'm dealing with, and the appropriate precautions have been taken. Lady Victoria will be quite secure until Lady Arano is ready to reclaim her. Glad to be of service. Let's now discuss what you'll be doing for us in return. Is the research? Can we finally research stuff? Yes, of course. Let us discuss your recompense. Your chief engineer tells me that she's found a hidden data archive on your ship. You may need help to open it. Sounds like quite the mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Carroll says. My father believed that Argo held something of great value, but he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one in the Reach who can open it for me. Better perhaps that I give you the means to open it yourself. I'll have a device sent to your ship, an electronic codebreaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it will chew through any encryption, even yours. We can use our ancestry to speak further. With respect, I'm surprised that you own such a device. An intelligence agency like MI3 perhaps, but not a periphery lord. I felt the same way when High Lord Tamati brought it to me, all those many years ago. He told me that the device had been found in possession of a Comstar precentor who had died in Icorian space. What she was doing with it, I will never know. What I do know is that your father would want you to have this, Camille. He'll be quite proud of the leader you've become. Thank you, Lord Carossus. Simon. It means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since we last spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The director did something to his mind while on Weldry. Still don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. In truth, I feel that my boy has been damaged irreparably, and that the Otto I knew is gone. But I cling to hope that someday the son I remember will return to me. He will, Simon, I know it. Otto is young and strong, and House Carosas is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take leave of you now. I have forces to marshal and plans to make. But please keep me appraised on Otto's condition. So obviously Otto is gonna rescue Victoria and they're gonna show up again. I will, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you have earned the support of House Carosas. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps we can still right the curse of our people's future. For my part, I am willing to try. Thank you, Lord Carosas, and welcome to the restoration. Together we will fix what my uncle has broken. I swear it. Codebreaker. Hey, Commander. I've put the code-breaking device that we got from Lord Carosas to work on a mystery archive. Now I'm watching a progress bar climb really slowly. I'll give you a heads up when it's finished. Okay, that's not the research I expected.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
So, some cute text about the mech that we finished, and literally nothing else has happened. Okay. So, first, mech bay. Time to continue with our game. We'll ask for the repairs necessary. I hope we really don't have any more missions in this place, because I really want to travel. We can even check if the mech warriors have something cool.
Good to go.
Like Behemoth. Behemoth could accumulate some aim. That's nice. Can I ask what these points give me? No. Okay.
Good to go.
Glitch could accumulate more aim. And that is just too good not to do it. I also would like to have one more health buffer for Glitch, because if I ever lose her, we'll be losing a great shooter. And I guess I'll be using Medusa for the following missions, at least until Latte is back, and then until Valkyria is back.
What's up, boss?
Guess that's fine. Okay. Okay, good. So we already have some travel forced onto us in order to get the next contract. So the question is, do we want to take care of a hot landing mission or clean out the mercs? Okay, so Merc versus Merc. That sounds like a good battle. It's also on the Tundra, which means we can go full ham with our weapons. I really like it, and I feel like I want to pull. Wait, do we even need more money? I don't think we need more money. So I want to pull max scavenge out of this, and we'll go for it.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
Okay, so cards in mech bay. In the morning meeting, Yang has a complaint. Mech warriors are spending too much time in the mech bay, playing card games on the floor and getting in the way. Can't they go somewhere else? We can clarify that they're not obstructing the queue. Sadly, we don't have any dedicated recreation facilities to keep them occupied. This kind of issue is literally to keep occurring. So we can lower the morale. We can probably get a penalty on our mech bay, or if we had this upgrade, we could give something cool. So we're gonna go with penalty on the mech bay. I think mech bay morale increased by 1. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Excellent. So that's a free morale increase, and we will take it. And I wanted to check one thing in our mech bay, because is the dragon we're using? Oh, this. Oh, that's the PPC thing. How about here? Oh, this is the shadow. All right. Cannot find the secondary dragon that we have. Is it like one of these? Centurion dragon. Right, this is the guy. Okay, so we're gonna stop the work because we want to refit some things here. So we go in and we would like to modify what this unit is using. So the LRM-10, first candidate, we use the LRM-10 Plus. We'll remove one of the ammo counter thingies. You know what? I feel like using an LRM-20. Where's the other missile slot? They're both here. Ah, well played, game. Well played. So can we just use the LRM-20? That looks really solid. So we can shoot 10 million missiles. Actually 20. And they will deal +1 stability damage and then some extra crit. But we are overweight by a lot. So we can reduce this. The AC5. What's the range on an LRM-20? It's 630 max. And if we ask ballistics, it's we don't have any AC2s. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, AC5. What were you? 540. Okay, so AC5 is the correct weapon. And we need some AC5 ammo. That's not ammo. This is ammo. But what feels completely off then are the lasers. So how about we remove the lasers? We're still 1 ton overweight. Ooh, but I really like an LRM-20. How can we make room for it? I guess I could use a smaller AC. I mean, we don't have any right now, but I could scavenge ones from somewhere. I'm really surprised we don't have an AC2. Alternatively, I could use some lasers. So let's check. Can we use 1 PPC? That too crazy? Whoa, I like this. PPC also has insane range. We could even lower a bit of armor over here. Wait, actually, why would we lower the armor? But for sure we want to increase the armor over here and here. And in center torso. We can start lowering the others a little bit. How about this? So what we have here is a very strong sniper with no jump jets. Okay, we cannot use jump jets. So we have a very strong sniper that is also capable of punching heavily. This sounds like the Decker perfect mech. So we're gonna prepare this mech for Decker. Decker again is the ace pilot, capable of shooting and then moving. Shouldn't be too hard. Which is an amazing feat. So that will be done in like forever. But I like that we're already preparing it. And we'll get to shoot an LRM-20. Seems to be pretty brutal.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
So the lounge is now complete. Let's check what else can we build. What is this? The upgraded lounge. Okay, quite lame. Library, gymnasium. What does the medbay require? The beta pod? Okay. In that case, I want to start upgrading the medbay, because now that we have people with injuries for 10 million years, we can justify the expenditure of upgrading the medical pod. Continue traveling. Let's try to get to destination. So we get to the planet, but I don't think we're ready to deploy. Not yet. We're gonna check the store. Hey, parts of a blackjack. So it's possible to rebuild our thing if we ever lose it for some reason. What's this quick draw? The heavy, and it has 6 lasers. And it's a mech designed to use 10 million small weapons. And it's very interesting. I could use a mech like this when I go to a planet that doesn't require much heat control. The short range missiles could be replaced. Melee punch is decent. So I'm gonna start buying one part, because I think they're limited. We find another LRM-10. Just 1 stability damage. Not really that good. And then there's a LRM-5+++. That's a bit crazy. 2 critical increases and 1 stability damage. Okay, I'll buy it out of curiosity more than anything.
New weapon systems available.
And then this one has only plus crit. Not very interesting. Cockpit mod, this is interesting. 0 weight, that's important. Plus 2 injury resist. Okay. I don't know if this means plus 2 health, but I'll take it. I'll probably put it on whatever mech Glitch is using. We want to protect her at all costs. Anything else? Nope, nothing else. Still, pretty decent buys. I would like to get an AC2 stock.
New weapon systems
We can buy like
available.
2. And additionally, some jump jets. Oh, this we have enough. Okay. So we get out of here. We can ask to launch the contract and we'll see how badly are we equipped for this. How about this? It isn't the Tundra, so having the Blackjack makes perfect sense. And then actually these three are more than capable of carrying this map. It's a shame we don't have the mech for Decker yet. But I believe at this moment this is well equipped to go for this round. Okay, we're gonna deploy. Require more firepower than that. I recommend that we field some heavier mechs or hold off on this mission until we can find some. Ooh, that's a warning. That is quite a warning. So drop tonnage, we're only dropping this. Ah, I think I understand. Ooh. Did the difficulty indicator change? Because I really don't remember this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be afraid. The game is telling me that I'm trying way too hard and that this is gonna punish me heavily. Because what we are fielding here does not compare to what they will be fielding. So I'm guessing they will have a ton of heavy monsters, which means I should favor maybe some more heavy weaponry. But I really think I'm using heaviest weapons that I have available. I could wait for this one to be done. So if we go back, it takes 8 days, and I certainly cannot wait for Latte or for Bakira. So I could just wait for the dragon. 8 days. I think we can do that. Distress call. Commander, I've picked up the distress call from Nibua civilian tramper. It's not exactly our job to assist in matters like this, but we are the nearest ship available. On the other hand, it looks like the ship engines in a critical state. They could explode before we get there. Investigate carefully, mount an immediately rescue expedition. So in events like FTL, I usually like to risk it all, because the results may determine how you want to play in the future. So we're gonna mount an immediate rescue expedition. The Argo arrives at those distress beacons. It's clear that you made the right decision. A handful of void-suited passengers spin aimlessly away from a gaping hole in the hull, hoping against hope for rescue. Your tech staff managed to scoop up the survivors just before the transport explodes. We gain 1 reputation with the restoration, and we increase morale by 1. Great! Let's wait until the dragon finishes now correctly. Beep boop.
Job's done, Commander.
And we pretend to launch again, and we'll see what we change. I think... where is... Ah, the dragon is here, okay. So the dragon is now a mega sniping thing, and I think we wanted to give Decker that mecha. And since we're gonna use Medusa, who has only the piloting skill active, I think a mech like the Shadowhawk fits him pretty well. Alternative is to use the baseline Shadowhawk. It has some short range missiles, 1 medium laser, and an LRM and AC5. Quite the convoluted setup. I feel this is a more solid one. Okay, so now we have 1 more pip of drop tonnage, which means we match a little bit closer, and the game doesn't complain that we're underpowered. But as we said, we're gonna take a pause, so I'll see you guys all later. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the next chapter. See you soon.